That was a good jump. I'm back to drinking chai. Chai is love. Chai is love. Anyway, hey guys, Harsh here and welcome back to Technolobe. Ever since OnePlus NORD has been launched, people have been asking me to compare it to Redmi K20 Pro. There have been a lot of comments on all of my videos. Even if the video was about something else, there would be comments about OnePlus NORD versus Redmi K20 Pro. Even Binod was asking about Redmi K20 Pro versus OnePlus NORD. Binod, my friends. So you know that it's a big deal, right? But don't worry, you don't have to wait anymore. Today, we are going to compare this Binod with this Binod. I'm sorry. Anyway, today we are comparing the OnePlus NORD with the Redmi K20 Pro. I'm going to tell you in this video which phone is better for which type of user. It's not like one phone is a clear winner or a universal recommendation. It's not like that. If it were like that, then I would not be making this video. That's why I'm going to tell you the differences between the OnePlus NORD and the K20 Pro, which effectively will be the deciding points between these phones. So let's get started. Alright, the first difference between both of these phones is in terms of the display. OnePlus NORD comes with a Full HD Plus AMOLED display with a 90Hz refresh rate. Now this display does have a hole punch cutout for the front camera. In fact, there's a dual front camera setup, so it's a bigger hole punch cutout. Now on the other hand, Redmi K20 Pro comes with a Full HD Plus AMOLED display with a 60Hz refresh rate. Now this display on the Redmi K20 Pro does not have any notch or hole punch cutout whatsoever. It's a full screen, full view display, which a lot of people do appreciate. Now if you ask me, I would pick OnePlus NORD's display because of that 90Hz refresh rate and also because the colors and viewing angles are actually better on OnePlus NORD. So if you consume a lot of video content on your phone like YouTube videos or Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hotstar, or just browsing through Instagram, etc., then OnePlus NORD is a better choice because it does have a better display. Now the second differentiating point between both of these phones is performance. Now I'm going to divide performance into two parts. Number one is normal day-to-day usage and number two is heavy usage, which mostly involves gaming. Let's talk about normal day-to-day usage. In terms of normal usage, both of these phones are excellent. It's not like OnePlus NORD lags behind because of Snapdragon 765G. No, it is nothing like that. In terms of normal usage, both of these phones are smooth and you will not notice any lag whatsoever. If you don't believe me, you can watch the speed test between OnePlus NORD and Redmi K20 Pro done by none other than Mr. Dhananjay Bhosle. He's done a very good job with the video. You can watch that video and you will realize that in terms of normal usage, both of these phones are actually pretty good. The second scenario is heavy usage or gaming. When it comes to gaming, Snapdragon 855 on Redmi K20 Pro definitely helps and it will give you better performance. For example, in PUBG itself, Redmi K20 Pro does support 60 FPS gaming in PUBG, but that is not present on the OnePlus NORD as of shooting this video. Maybe in the future it will come, but even if 60 FPS comes to OnePlus NORD, Redmi K20 Pro will perform better for PUBG and subsequently for other games as well. So if you're a hardcore gamer, then you should go for the Redmi K20 Pro or the Realme X2 Pro or the Realme X3, which have flagship level processors. Alright, moving on, the third differentiating factor which actually aligns with the performance is the software experience. OnePlus NORD comes with Oxygen OS, which is probably the biggest selling point of this phone. Oxygen OS is clean, it is fast, no bloatware whatsoever, and it's just a very pleasing experience. If you use Oxygen OS once, then it will be very hard to switch to some other UI like One UI or even MIUI or Realme UI or something like that. Oxygen OS is probably the best skin on Android and you're gonna love it. Now on the flip side of things, Redmi K20 Pro comes with MIUI 12. It is like the opposite of Oxygen OS. It has bloatware, pre-installed apps, ads, and it is not a clean experience at all. It is very smooth and fast, but it is not clean. Some people do want a clean software experience, and for those people you should go with the OnePlus Nord. But on the other hand, MIUI has a lot of clutter, but it is fast. So if you don't mind the clutter, then you're gonna have a good time with the Redmi K20 Pro as well. Now, while we're talking about software, I need to mention this that Redmi K20 Pro has a lot of custom ROM support. It has tons of custom ROMs already available which work excellent on this phone. As a matter of fact, it also has Oxygen OS for it, which is very good. I've installed Oxygen OS on it and I've made a video about it on the Hindi channel. So if you missed that video, don't worry. Links will be available in the I button over here and also in the description box below. So if you're a geek like me who likes to install custom ROM, Google camera and all these things, then Redmi K20 Pro is a better choice because it is very famous amongst the custom ROM developer community. Alright, now it's time to talk about the fourth difference, and that is them cameras. OnePlus Nord has a quad camera setup on the rear side, 48 megapixel primary camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, 2 megapixel macro camera and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. On the other hand, Redmi K20 Pro comes with a triple camera setup on the rear side, a 48 megapixel primary camera, an ultra wide angle camera and a third telephoto camera. Yes, Redmi K20 Pro has a more practical camera setup as compared to OnePlus Nord. OnePlus Nord has two useless cameras, the macro and the depth sensor. They are literally useless and I don't know why they are present. Maybe it's just because OnePlus wants to claim that they have a quad camera setup. But anyway, if we talk about the actual camera performance of the main sensor, both of these phones are very similar. Like there are very minute differences between both of these phones when clicking photos from the primary sensor. In some cases, Redmi K20 Pro is better and in some other cases, OnePlus Nord is better. But overall, both of these phones do take really good pictures from the 48 megapixel primary camera, and that is a good thing. Also, I need to mention over here that OnePlus Nord has a better night mode. So Nightscape on OnePlus Nord outperforms the night mode on MIUI on Redmi K20 Pro. So yeah, that's a point that you should consider. Now, what about the ultra wide angle camera? When it comes to the ultra wide angle camera, OnePlus Nord is better than Redmi K20 Pro. I did not expect that and I was taken by surprise that OnePlus Nord outperformed the Redmi K20 Pro for the ultra wide angle camera, and that is excellent. Now, the third camera on Redmi K20 Pro, which is the telephoto camera, is useful and you can shoot some really good photos with it. So Redmi K20 Pro has an edge over there, but OnePlus Nord has an edge over the front camera because it comes with a dual front camera setup, a normal 32 megapixel front camera and then an ultra wide angle camera. Now when it comes to the actual front camera performance, OnePlus Nord is again better than Redmi K20 Pro. Redmi K20 Pro's weakest point is its front camera and OnePlus Nord outperforms it for them selfies. Overall, the camera experience is excellent on both of these phones. I thought that there would be major differences between both of these phones in terms of the camera, but that is not the case. So you can buy any phone and you will be happy with the camera experience. Now this gets me to the fifth and last point, that is other things. Yes, I'm gonna call it other things. First in this category is that Redmi K20 Pro comes with a headphone jack and OnePlus Nord does not come with a headphone jack. So if the headphone jack is important to you, then yeah, K20 Pro is the clear choice. Second point is fast charging. OnePlus Nord comes with a 30-watt fast charger inside the box itself. Redmi K20 Pro does support 27-watt fast charging, but you will have to buy the charger separately. So yeah, that's a plus point for OnePlus Nord. Third point in this category is build quality. Build quality wise, Redmi K20 Pro is more premium because it has a metal frame. On the other side, OnePlus Nord has a plastic frame. Now it's time to answer the main question. Which phone should you buy? Binod or Binod? I'm just kidding. Redmi K20 Pro or the OnePlus Nord? The answer is pretty simple actually. If performance is your topmost priority, then go with the Redmi K20 Pro because it is definitely better at performance. But on the other hand, if you want a well-balanced phone for day-to-day usage, then go with the OnePlus Nord. OnePlus Nord does not do something crazy in one aspect. In fact, it has a very good balance in all the aspects, and that's what I like about this phone. OnePlus Nord will give you that OnePlus experience, which is excellent. So it's pretty clear. If performance is your topmost priority, then go with the Redmi K20 Pro. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that all your doubts have been cleared in this video, and if you still have any doubts about this, like K20 Pro versus OnePlus Nord, then the comment section is always open for you, and who knows, you might just find Binod over there, and if you do, then please let me know about that. Anyway, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel because it would mean the world to me. If you like this content, hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and just stay subscribed. That's been it. My name is Harsh Punjabi, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.